Amigo, you're the owner of the Weary Traveler Hostel.
Yes, I am.
Can I ask you a question about this city, Tulum?
Sure, brother.
People want to know, they're really curious, is Tulum safe? What would you say to them?
You know, for the tourists, absolutely safe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, the only one is not safe in case you're involved with drug dealing and stuff like that.
If you're dealing the drugs, if you're buying the drugs and selling the drugs?
Yeah, if you're not involved in that, you're safe. They will never harm, just like looking for tourists to harm them, you know?
Right.
I live at a house in Siancan, which is 20 kilometers from here. Are you recording?
See.
All right. Shit, I don't know you're recording. If I knew you were recording, I'd put a little makeup on. You know?
You look great.
All right, here it is. I drove this road every day.
See.
From the Tulum beach is 10 kilometers, and then after that, it's the Siancan Reserve. So you see girls in the bicycle going in a remote place.
See.
Which is, I go that road every day, and nothing happened. With bikinis, you know, with thongs, and nothing happened. Within a remote place, this wouldn't happen anywhere else. But I will go sometime. I've seen people going in the back, which is far away, and I always stop, and I always had water on me to give some, you know.
So you mean at the beach, some people might go in a bag, or?
You know what? Not really, not that much. And happened. I lived in Oaxaca before. In Oaxaca, yes, you go in the water, you come back, everything's gone.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to say something bad about Oaxaca, but when I lived there back then, it's like 18 years ago.
Right.
I've seen that happen. But in Tulum, to be honest, could happen. Used to
could
happen.
happen.
But yeah.
But in general, it's safe for tourists. So
Absolutely.
a lot of people, they're afraid because Mexico gets a bit of a bad rap. Mexico has some bad press, right, with the cartels and the drug violence.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff
that's
like
the word between them, though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's not. I mean, they don't. What do you have to do with them?
Yeah.
You know why? There's nothing.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
people say I kind of look like a cartel boss.
Well, they don't give a shit if you look or not. I look like a crack smoker. I'm a skinny guy, but, you know, with no
see, I'm from Vancouver. We have a lot of crack smokers there, and you don't look like one, so don't worry.
Trust me, I look like because I'm skinny, you know, and you know, but I don't give a shit what people think of me.
Okay, well, you heard it from the boss of the Weary Traveler Hostel, a wonderful, awesome hostel here in Tulum, in Mexico, and it's safe. It's totally fine as long as you're not buying and selling drugs.
If you're not involved, yeah, if you're not involved, you can buy, but if you're selling, then you fucked. Then
you're in trouble.
You can do once, you know, twice you sell it, but if you really, and a lot of foreigners, they think they come in here, you know, especially right now with the weed is illegal. Man, hey, I can bring Californian weed and can sell it. No, but you know, forget about it.
Yeah.
They will know who you are.
Yeah, if you try selling your amazing California weed here, you're gonna ask for some trouble.
Yeah.
You'll be sleeping with the fish,
Otherwise,
with the pescado.
Rocking
Sleeping with the pescado.
Yeah. Well, there is one thing the worst can happen in Tulum. There is some transvestites at night, like 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, waiting. So they know they're very good. Pickpocketing.
Picking the pocket, yeah.
They're good at it.
Like the ladyboys in Thailand.
The ladyboys, yeah, that's what I mean. You don't see them. I mean, there's about 4 of them in town. Everyone knows them.
It's like anywhere. If you go out and you party a lot, sometimes you have a few too many cervezas, you have some fun, and you become a little bit unaware of where your iPhone is. Or,
things like
you know, some girls get close to you and they want to touch you a little bit, and you're thinking that you're a handsome guy, and it turns out to not be a woman, and that woman's very good at picking your pocket, right?
Yeah.
We've all done it. We've all had a few too many beers, gone to sleep in Mexico,
to be honest,
and you wake up in Guatemala. Do you think Tulum is a safe place to be?
I think so.
See, you like it here?
Yeah.
Is Tulum a safe place to be? Or is it dangerous?
It's a fucking awesome place to be in. It's super safe.
Okay.
The word is not safe. Nowhere safe.
You're scaring me right now. I'd say if there's one thing that's not safe here, it's the traffic. The traffic is kind of bad and people drive like maniacs. Pedestrians are merely obstacles to be avoided in your high-speed race to get your next taco. The rule of the law of the road in most countries outside of the Western world is whatever's biggest has the right of way. Don't think your little fleshy body has any rights on the roads in Mexico. No, my friend, it does not. So I'm asking, is Tulum seguro para los turistas?
Pues sí, siento que sí, porque últimamente se ha puesto un poco cabrón, pero son unos, pues es por temporada de que pasa esto, pero ahorita está tranquilo, pues a la confianza sinceramente.
Ah, gracias. It's tranquilo.
Sí, tranquilo. Está tranquilo, por el momento está tranquilo.
For the moment.
Por el momento está tranquilo, pero
ahora es tranquilo.
Sí, pero semanas atrás estaba un poco cañón.
Yeah.
Pero ahorita está tranquilo.
Alright, you heard it from this guy. Right now it's chill, but you don't know, some other time maybe not. Okay. Gracias, amigo.
Saludos.
Salud. And you're speaking English, so you're a local. Come closer.
Ay,
¿Cuál es su nombre, amiga? Anita. The beautiful Anita. So many people are wondering, is Tulum safe? And they want to know because in the media there's some stories of shootings, or maybe some people they're getting pickpocketed, or some stories are sensational maybe. Do you think the truth is that Tulum is having a problem with crime or safety, or is this...
No, I think this is always been happening because in Tulum it has so much energy moving around. We have like, you know, light and dark energy like living together in the same space, and it's the crime is always gonna be, right? When it's in a city where there's so many people and it's so abundant with everything. For me living here, I'm from here, right? And nothing has happened to me, and I've been like going out and walking, you know, in the middle of the night, 3 a.m. coming back home, and nothing, neither in the taxis. I believe I'm either like super protected in the spiritual realm, or I have seen things claro, but I just don't get afraid of it, right?
No fear in your heart, so no negative darkness is coming to you.
There is no thoughts in my mind that something is gonna happen to me. I'm always like being like, besides having like, oh, something's gonna happen, I'm always grateful. Like, oh, thank you for like, you know, for all this, so thank you. I don't know, it's always attracting beautiful things and beautiful people, and I have here a lot and people from United States, my friends, like, should we go to Tulum? We hear shootings. Media is always gonna tell you and it's gonna make you feel like this is war not happening, but no. The beaches are open, we're not using the cubrebocas, there is no coronavirus over here kind of thing, right?
See, it's safe. Since most people who are just having a good time, they're just having vacations or they're living here. And so, but I still want to get real, right? Like there has been like a shooting in the nightclub, and some people I read on TripAdvisor, they say someone's hopped out of a car. Say, give me your stuff.
What is happening is like, it's a new cartel entering the area, and this happens in all Mexico. And yeah, they are fighting with each other, and yeah, I feel bad for all the people that have like seen or people that have died from that.
Yeah.
But it's something so that is always happening in Mexico that is.
And it happens in all the cities in the world.
It's crazy that it's becoming like something normal, right? You hear shooting, you're like, oh yeah, it's crazy.
Just a Tuesday.
Yes. But it's beautiful here. So come here, guys, and enjoy the beach because you guys need to be outside to boost your immune system. Because to be in home with this and fear, the coronavirus is gonna get you for sure.
Right. Fear is the real villain here. Your fear. So, you know, I always tell people when they say, isn't that place dangerous? And I say, the more danger, closer to danger, the closer to life, you know, like a little bit of feeling alive. Yeah. Instead of just sitting on your couch and worrying about what you see on TV, go live life. Maybe you live, maybe you die, but at least you tried.
See, just be always aware, be always alert, don't get too fucked up and be doing like crazy things because then you're gonna attract all the bad things coming to you. Just be respectful, be
And here's
conscious.
Batman. Batman will protect you.
Exacto.
Mexican Batman. I found him in San Cristobal, by the way. Okay, thank you for the interview.
Thank you. Thank you. I love you guys.
All right, let's be real. Let's be real here about safety, okay? There's a drug war going on in Mexico right now. There are various cartels fighting for supremacy. And even in Tulum, you can see almost on every corner trucks with the National Guards, local police, the Marines, the Army. Anyone with a machine gun is making their presence known in pretty much every city in Mexico, but especially here in Tulum, which is so close to Cancun and Playa del Carmen, which are very, very big hotspots for vacationers and the drug trade. So there is violence happening. There have been some high profile shootings, a few murders, some robberies. You just have to do a quick Google search, Tulum robberies, Tulum shootings or murders, and you will find a lot of these stories, right? But also, this is to be expected in any major city around the world. Even when in Vancouver, where I'm from, there's a lot of violence happening in the dark recesses of the city. But for the most part, Tulum is a beautiful, wonderful, kind of expensive location to have a vacation in Mexico. There's lots to do, lots to eat, lots to see, and you're pretty much gonna be okay if you come here and you keep your wits about you. So guys, just as I was making this video, I talked to some locals and they said there was a shooting just last night on this very corner where I get my coffee almost every day at Bate. Outside on the corner at midnight, there was a shooting. Five or nine gunshots and one woman was killed right here. And this will not make the news. The locals tell me this will not make the news, but one of the girls who works in the restaurants here, she didn't want to be on film, but she told me there's been at least 20 shootings in Tulum. 20 shootings in Tulum in the last month alone. None of them were in the media. Only a handful, the ones where the tourists got hurt, but there's definitely a war going on. And she said one night there was a shooting here, over 50 rounds were fired. Right here on this corner, in the main tourist strip of Tulum. So is it safe in Tulum? Fuck no. There's a war going on here right now. I mean, if you're from New York or I don't know, East LA, maybe this is normal for you, but it's definitely something to consider. And hopefully this war ends at some point. Maybe they'll make a truce, but yeah, I think that answers the question, is it safe in Tulum? 20 shootings in the last month. And one last night right here where a woman was killed.
Okay.
So I got a couple guys here on vacation. What's your name, sir?
Sacred Thomas.
David. Sacred Thomas and David. So David. Okay, so here's the question I'm asking people. Is Tulum safe?
Absolutely.
So far, yeah, we haven't had any experiences or seen anything that was kind of questionable. It looks like,
so,
I mean, yeah, go ahead.
So there's a bit of a reputation of Mexico being a dangerous place, right? And like, so a lot of people are wondering, asking, oh, is it safe in Mexico, and especially in Tulum? Is it safe in Tulum? Because there's been some high-profile violence lately, right?
Has there been?
Yeah, there's been quite a lot of shootings. Did you guys know that a woman was shot and killed just around the corner last night at midnight, right there?
I had no idea, actually.
Like a tourist?
No, local. Because there's a cartel beef going on right now.
No, I had no idea. I mean, we've been walking around at night everywhere. But so, I'm not gonna lie, so I had no idea.
Where are you guys from?
Didn't know that.
We're from Texas.
Austin, Texas, yeah.
Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
Is Austin, Texas a relatively safe city, or do you have...
Absolutely.
Yeah.
After COVID, I'm not gonna lie, it's been crazy. I mean, there's been like shootings every week or so for a little bit, but I mean, for the most part, Austin's relatively safe. I don't think anyone ever like walks around in fear at night.
Right.
I don't think.
So apparently there's been 20 shootings in the last month in Tulum. In the last month, according to a local, and most of this goes unreported. So do you think there's more shootings than in Texas and then in Austin, Texas?
Probably not. Austin, Texas is probably a bigger city though. So
yeah, this is about 30,000 people.
Yeah, so yeah, we have almost 1 million, like 900,000 people in Austin. So
yeah,
there's gonna be more shootings just because we also have probably more guns.
So do you still feel like Tulum's safe?
With that information, here's the thing.
Yeah.
From our perspective, because we're just dropping in to an extent, we are not going to have a wide or broad. We're just going to have a broad, very, very broad but light perspective. Yeah. So because we're not tuned into news stations, or because we're not, you know, we don't get that deep dive into what's going on.
You're just feeling the moment, feeling the positive vibe of the beach city.
We're just kind of being informed on like the tourist stuff. We're not being notified about
That's awesome. Well, guys, I don't want to freak you out or anything, but you know, I just found this out myself. I was doing this video on Is Tulum Safe? Everyone's like, yeah, it's safe. Oh, by the way, someone was killed right there last night. So just be aware. It happens at the beach too, apparently, but I'm not going to live in fear. I'm going to keep enjoying my time. I hope you guys do too.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, appreciate you.
Yeah. It's actually good to know, though.
Yeah, it is good to know.
We'll be a little bit more cautious as we walk around.
What's your YouTube channel?
So some of you might be thinking to yourself, Tony, why would you spread this fear? Why would you spread this fear in a time when people are struggling to make a living? You're gonna hurt the businesses. I can already hear your thoughts. Well, here's the deal. I don't care about your feelings. All I want to do is tell a story and tell the truth. Is Tulum safe? Sure. The world is a dangerous place. Bad things can happen anywhere. But if you went to an active war zone, right, and you ask some people in, say, the front lines of the conflict in the Ukraine, hey, is it safe here? A lot of them would say, yeah, the snipers aren't shooting right now, right? Or you go traveling during COVID, could you catch COVID? Sure. You could also get hit by a car, or you could be attacked by wild dogs, right? But that doesn't mean you're gonna necessarily want to go playing in the dog pit or charge up to the front lines to get a good photograph. I just care about telling the truth. The media is not reporting on these stories. Why? I don't know. Maybe the cartel's involved with the media. Perhaps journalists are scared. Perhaps the politicians don't want to destroy the tourism to these, you know, locations already in a time of COVID. But people are struggling. People are trying to make money. Shit happens. And that's the truth. Just be like this guy though. Live your life like this guy and everything will be okay. All right, to go even deeper into the darkness of Tulum, there have been a lot of reported robberies. Okay, so these are muggings. Sometimes they happen in the center of town where a guy will jump out of a car with a pistol and just take your stuff. There's been stories of women being robbed while they ride their bicycles home alone through certain parts of Tulum that are dark at night. So they have long stretches of road, which you might have seen in other videos, where it's just trees and it's really beautiful and peaceful, but unfortunately there are bandits who hang out on these trails and they will jump out and take your stuff. So does this happen all the time? No, it doesn't. But you have to use common sense. Tulum is a growing city. It's one of the biggest tourist destinations in the world at the moment. Lots of people are coming here to spend their money, to spend their foreign money. And guess what happens when a lot of people come and spend their money? Stupid, naive people come here, and then bad people follow them. People who will take advantage of tourists, people who will take advantage of you if you're not paying attention. And it's unfortunate because Tulum used to be a really, really peaceful, quiet place with very little to no crime. That has since changed. Now, I'm not saying don't come to Tulum. I'm not saying it's a bad place. It's a wonderful place. It's really fun. There's awesome parties, amazing nightlife, great beaches, wonderful people, talented people. But is it dangerous? Is it safe? At the moment, I would have to say no, it's not. But it's up to you, you know? I'm here and I know what the risks are, but I wanted to make a video. I wanted to show you guys Tulum. Here I am. You can come too.